So let's continue, and in this section we're going to change the scales, and we have a B flat major, which is like this. And what he'll do is take the B flat 7 chord, that's the 7th degree, the A flat, and that's the inversion here, inversion here. Then get rid of the D and adds a half step up. And those are the notes he uses for this pattern. Alright, and we could do just one measure, so T da di da di da di da di da di da. Notice that I use 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And I move it around, so we have from this to this, from this to this. And then it goes back again. So in other words, that's this 3 times. So so first you could divide it as the pattern starting on B flat, B flat, B flat, and of course it's going to continue throughout 3 more measures. But 1 pattern, 2 patterns, 3 patterns. All right. Now this could be practiced every 2 notes with the accents. And that's it, all backwards. Alright, or triplets. Or we could do it the way it's going to be played, which is every 6th, 8th notes we do an accent. So sometimes the accent is on B flat, sometimes it's on the next beat on the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you could emphasize the first and then the 4th beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. When you go quick, it's the same. Notice that you hear first this and then there. It takes a while to get used to, but if you practice right, you will get to what you want. Then you do the rhythms, slow and fast, opposite. You could do every 4, and then like we did from the 1st to the 4th beat. Alright, and we have the complete measure there. For this, if you want to use a little bit of movement going to the left in this case, then right, left, right, left, right, left. Every time, move a little bit like this, but not too much. Alright, for the lengthy end, he's going to finish up the chord. He's going to double up the B flat, and the D that was missing here, he's going to do it there. And it's fairly simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright? In this thing, repeat it twice. So all you have to do is go down here and then release. So when you do it at the same time, you march the first one, march here by itself, march there, march here. We continue to the next measure, same. Alright, and when you do it slowly, you could do an up-down movement within each note, just to keep the things relaxed. Alright? And eventually, once you have the hands in place, you could do the same practicing accents and rhythms. Let's do 2 accents and 2 rhythms maybe. You can practice like that. Opposite accent on the. Then you could do rhythms on. Alright, or. And gradually you get to the speed, you could do 4 notes. Or the whole thing. So that's it. So then afterwards you could do 2 measures here. It's just più animato, and you could start light. Alright? And then you could start piano these. A little more. And then we get to the next pattern. So it's più animato, so you could start. Then we get to the next one. So the next 2 measures, 128 and 129, they're the same. Same right hand. And the only thing is, instead of doing dum, dee, dum, dee, dum, dee, dum, now we grab the D and the F. Alright? And sometimes I like to, because it's crescendo, I like to start bringing out that F on the top as a dissonance. Alright? So all we do is practice a little bit down, up on here. And we put it together at the same time. So every other note, we let go here. Here it goes again. Alright, so let's do it again. So very much just 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get here, and maybe we could do the loudest point there. You could count all these out. 1, 2, 3. Every 2 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on throughout the entire formation. Now let's play all 4 measures slowly. So. Get to be flat. Now once you practice with accents and rhythms, then you try to play quickly, and if you get stuck, go back to slow. So but try it at least once. And you want to get there. Now the pedaling a little bit on B flat, a little touch there, down. So down before you play it. And you kind of try to feel the excitement, so something like that. Now, after this, I mentioned we are in the first chord, and now for this passage, it seems confusing, but it's fairly simple. He's going to combine this chord and also the diminished. So sometimes you feel like those 2 chords and also the first chord. Alright, so I'll tell you the notes. Now we have this. And when you get to B flat, it's the same pattern. Remember, B flat to B flat, it starts over again. So if we get the first 3 groups, we get the whole thing all the way up, and it's simple. So let's go to the fingers for those 3 groups. So we have 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, and then it starts over 2, 4. Okay, so pay attention to those fingers. It works fairly well for me and allows you to rotate from one to another like this. It's right, left, right, left, right, left, all the same. That's why you can play it quickly. Alright? Now, if you take a look at the notes I'm playing all the way there, so let's think about this. So, you have this chord outline there. Alright? And on the right hand, on the top note, on the higher note, you have D. You have the diminished, like I mentioned. So you have this. So that helps you play it, because in the back of your mind you're thinking, okay, so B flat 7, and also the diminished right there, which could be a D sometimes, depending on the version. And see how that goes wonderful, because we just drop one note there. So same thing. Okay, now let's try to do this a little bit easier. So we could do it in thirds. So we could play 2 notes. Get used to playing it like this. And then repeats all the way up. Those 2. Okay, and then you have to practice. You could do the thirds with accent. Opposite. Or do the... That might be too hard, but you might want to do single notes. Opposite. And then you could do opposite. Practice like that. Then you could do the B flat and then do up to there. And then try the whole passage. So this continues the same way. Crescendo maybe. Now when you get here, that one you repeat the 4th finger there. So let's take measure 133 right there, and we're gonna do from here. That's 133 when it starts. Now here 4th, and then you do 1, 4 again, and then B flat. That's the only difference there, just to get you to a different pattern. He switches one of them. So now we could play all the way through very slowly. Remember, it repeats the fingers, everything after the 3rd group. So let's play the B flat. And that's it there. Now remember that I mentioned the B flat here, and I mentioned the first chord, and he does just that. He counts 2, 3, 4. He plays this B flat, F, A flat, and then he flips that, and this kind of has the diminished flavor, but also it has the B flat flavor. So you can think it both ways. So we have. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeats the chord completely. 4, 5, 6. All the same. And we get there. Alright? So it's fairly simple. All the inversions. Same flavor. Alright? So when you play, you can put a little bit of pedal here. A little bit on the chord. So you here you go up, down, up, down, up, down. Like this. Alright, so when you play it, a little bit. and then you can start practicing the same way. And then try to strike for evenness. So you have the B flat, something like that you could do. But always practice slowly. Now once you get here, you still have B flat, A flat, D and F. Still, he's playing a lot of stuff with these chords. And here we change the pattern. So we have this. But notice that it's the same 3 notes, but all he does is moving it. That's the same, the first group. But the next one, he does the same, and it's going chromatically to C, then to C sharp, D, E flat, E, F. So you have this. And you could take it by groups like that. That's the melody. And if that's too quick, you have 3, 2, 4, 1. 3, 2, 5, 1. 3, 2, 5, 1. Always the same. So all I'm thinking is, and when I do it, I don't forget the rotation and get to the F. That's all there is. And then give an accent on that one. And you practice the same ways we did. All we have on the left hand is this chord, long chord. You could bring that D on the top, and then we go to A flat. And then we're going to C there. So we have together this. Crescendo. A flat. And we get there. Alright? Alright, so to practice, fairly simple. We just think on the passage still. We go a little bit of rotation, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So each time we try to grab on to the melody, a little extra down. Here, right here, wider there, and we get to the F. Sometimes you could do a retard right there to get to the F, to release tension and help you loosen up right there, or you could go straight. It's up to you. So the first one matches now on the B flat, and keep holding. And same chord here, A flat. And if you want, you could hold the pedal, because this, it goes away quick. You know, it's not like the B flat right here. So because it goes away quick, keep the pedal by chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In my edition, I have that we could play that A flat also, but you could just hold it and do just this. You know, either one works. Okay, so some people might agree that just keep the A flat and just play that, you know, and sing on the top. Okay, so that's the left hand. So let's play once again, and we go to the next passage. Here matches. All right. All right, let's take a look at that. And to practice, don't forget accents all the way through. Getting wider, you start moving more towards that note, so that way you don't get stuck. Do the opposites, and then try to do the rhythm. All right, these pieces you have to work them out a lot technically. So it means accents and rhythms, you know. And and then take a moment there, we get to the top. Another thing, you could start light and get there. Alright, now we just have that 5 3 2 right there, and what I like is every time 5 3 2 1 for this. So the E, 5 3 2 1, and I take it with patterns. The first pattern has 3 notes, so then I go ascending and descending like that. Same thing here. See, same fingers. C with 5, and it creates a very strong hand because the second and the third are strong, and then I have the 2 outside. The one we use, we don't need to put too much pressure on because we use the arm to play C, and then we have those firm, and then the thumb there. And then for this one I like 3 2 1. Then I take the D with 4th finger. 3 2 3 2 3. All right, so 5 3 2, 5 3 2 1, 5 3 2 1, 5 3 2 1, 3 2 1, and then the D with 4th, and then we have 3 2 3 2. All right, so in case the notes F, D, C sharp, all those. Then we could count this up. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1. When you change the dynamic, in this case we're coming down to piano, you could take a little time there on the last note. Okay? A little bit, but not too much. Try to keep it consistent. Remember that the rhythm is important, just like the melody or everything else. Now here, we could match it here with the B, and that's it. And then just solo right hand, and we get to the next section. So what I'm going to do now is play slowly all this section, and then we go to the next one. So we have this then. Piano, start crescendo, I like that F to sound a little extra. Here. Melody on the top. All right, try that. Let's try a little bit. And we get to the next section right there. All right.